everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about my experience working at Hooters. So keep in mind, I didn't really work there that long, but during the short, I guess you could say like 2-3 weeks that I did work there, it wasn't it. Like, no. So I started working there when I just moved up here to Texas. I'm new to Texas, so when I first moved up here, I was looking for jobs. I was putting applications everywhere. I was like, damn, like I need a job, because when I moved up here, I didn't have a job already. I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna do. So I was putting in applications, and like this was a while ago. Like I moved to Texas in March, like the end of March. So I could say I started working there sometime in April, like the end of April. So from the end of March, so we moved up here like March 24th or some shit like that, 27th or whatever. And so from that time period to the end of April, I could say about a month, I didn't have a job, but I still had money from my other job, so I was pretty good. So I started working there at the end of April, and then when I had my interview, I met with the manager, and he was this, big guy, like, big guy or whatever. So he looks like the type of guys that you would see working like as a security guard at a club. That's what it is. Just imagine that. That's exactly what he looked like. That was the manager. So I go in there for my interview. Ew. So I go in there for my interview, and I introduced myself, and he was real cool when he liked me, obviously. And then so for this interview, I went in there with a dress on. It was like a bodysuit dress, like a tight, just body dress with my Vans, my checkerboard Vans, and my hair. I had braids in at the time, so they were like, he was like, oh, I like you, and you got a nice body, you got a nice shape. I feel like you do good here, make some good serious bank here. And I'm like, all right, cool, bet. The fuck, you feel me? So then he was like, unfortunately, you're gonna have to take your braids out. And I was like, because I literally just got them done like the week before, so they were still fresh. He was like, you're gonna have to take your braids out. And I was like, okay. Yeah, because I needed a job, so I was like, dang, like, do I keep the braids in that are cute, or do I make this money? Braids or money? So I was like, I'm gonna make this money. So I ended up taking my braids out. They gave me my start date. I'm pretty sure I started like April 18th or 15th. It was some shit like that. That's when I started. So I went in for my first day. So I had initially told them that I don't want to do night shifts because the location that it was at, I didn't feel comfortable driving, back to the house at night or whatever. Even though like they all walked us to the car and stuff like that, but I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't fucking with it. So I was like, I can only do day shifts. So he was like, okay, cool. So I was only working with the day shift crew. My first day, people were, trying to take me under their wing, trying to teach me everything. Like my trainer, she was a really nice girl. I had like 2 or 3 different trainers, but I liked all of them. They were really cool. The manager who made the schedule, it was a lady, and off gate, I felt like she just didn't like me. Like her vibe, like I'm the type of person, I could feel vibes, energies, I could feel all that shit. As soon as you step in a room, as soon as I make eye contact with you, I feel it. So I already felt from off gate she didn't like me, because I don't know why, honestly, but she just didn't like me. I'm not sure why. Don't care to know, don't give a fuck. Anyways, she didn't like me. So when I put in on the schedule that I needed, to just do day shifts, that's probably why she didn't like me, because they needed some more people for night shifts, which is weird because a lot of like girls who were in high school worked there, like, and they worked night shifts. But a lot of the like older people, like who had kids and stuff, like in college or whatever, they worked during the day. So that's why I got along with them bitches better, because I'm in college and I don't have kids, but I'm in college, so like that age group, I feel I work better with them because they're older. Now, let me tell you this. I think I started on a Monday, did day shifts all that week. I had 2 days off during the week. I worked Monday, Tuesday, had Wednesday and Thursday off, and then Friday is when I had a night shift, my first night shift. So I go in, and I'm thinking, they're gonna be the same cool bitches or whatever, but no, night shift bitches, I did not fuck with the bitches at all. they all had a problem. Like, they all was side-eyeing me like, oh, this
new girl coming in here trying to take our money and
shit like that. Like, no, bitch. I mean, yes, bitch, I am, but no, like, that's not the type of vibes I was on. Like, that's not the type of energy I was trying to put out. I'm, you know, trying to make money just like the rest of y'all, you feel me? So I'm thinking, you know, we all gonna be cool, kumbaya, and they're gonna take me under their wing and help me, you know, train me, this, that, and the third. My first night shift, it was bad. I ended up leaving because, well, from when I started, I didn't have an ID. I mean, not an ID. I didn't have a PIN number. So like at Hooters, to like take orders and stuff, you have to go to the kiosk and type in your own ID number, and I didn't know it. So the manager, he kept telling me, oh, it's coming, it's generating, it's processing, blah blah blah. I'm like, all right, so I just have to keep logging in under this other girl's, you know, ID number, and then she fucking get all my tips. Like, no, like, I'm not about to keep doing that. Like, as Friday, I'm supposed to be, you know, working by myself on my own for the first time, and, you know, I have my training days, you know, which, because I've been a waitress before, like, I've had plenty of waitressing jobs. Yeah, so I'm not new to the game. Like, I know how to take orders, I know how to greet customers. Like, I'm not, like, the fuck, I've been in this industry, not industry, but I've been in this job field for like 4 years. So I know what the fuck I'm doing, bro. Like, don't do that, don't come for me. So he was just like, well, you know, it should be here Friday, it should be here Saturday, it should be, like, it just kept going on and on and on. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just go home, because clearly y'all aren't prepared. I came here to work, I came here to make money, and y'all are not prepared. Y'all are very unprofessional, even though it's Hooters, but still, like, as far as like an employment aspect, they're very unprofessional. That specific location, not speaking for all locations, but that specific location, no, that's not it. And I'm not gonna, you know, slander anybody's name or anybody's business, but no, like, that location was not for me. Maybe other locations, yeah. Like, I still have the uniform and stuff. Like, I might apply to go work at a different location, but right now I'm pretty happy with my job until I start school. I'm gonna have to figure out how to manage my school schedule, because everything is like just now coming in. But anyways, back to the story. So night shift, my first night shift working, I'm thinking, you know, we about to be cool, kumbaya. No, these bitches like is mad on some mad petty shit, and I'm the type of person, I like to fight. So like, when I get to a certain point, like, I'm real cool, calm, chilling, collected. Like, I'll sit back and watch and catch vibes. And then if I see some shady shit going on or something that's not right, then that's when I'm gonna say something. Like, I'm not the type to be all loud. No, bitch this and bitch that. No, that's not me. Like, that's not me. So for them to like just be petty towards me, you know, treat me like I wasn't there, like, legit. Okay, so it was. I had left Friday night. It was like, you know, I'll just come back to y'all tomorrow, whatever. So I came back Saturday night to do another night shift or whatever, which, you know, I didn't even want to do night shifts from the beginning. So came back, and then, you know, I'm thinking, okay, they got everything good together, because they had sent me an email late Friday, like, no, it was like Saturday morning, where they sent me an email saying, oh, welcome to Hooters. Meanwhile, let me mind you, I started working there that Monday. So they sent me an email that Saturday morning saying, welcome to Hooters, and here's your pin and all this shit. And I'm like, okay, so it took me walking out for y'all to be like, oh, we need to get her shit together. Like, no. So I came in Saturday, I got my pin, I clock in or whatever, and I'm like before each shift starts, we have like these little team meetings or whatever. Like, each shift has their own team meeting. So I walked in, I didn't have my uniform yet, because I don't know what the fuck I was doing earlier that day, but I wasn't ready and I didn't really care. So I came in, I went and changed, and I went and sat down and listened to them talk or whatever the fuck the meeting is about. And then they started explaining like who was going to be my trainer and what section we're going to be in or whatever, if I'm going to be myself. So I didn't have a trainer that day because, you know, I had already did my training days. I think it was like 3 training days or some shit like that. I don't know, 3 or 4. And so that Saturday I was supposed to be by myself. Well, that Friday I was supposed to be by myself, but I didn't. I left because they had me fucked up. So I came back that Saturday, and they were like, oh, Kia, you're gonna be in this section, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, cool, bet. So, you know, I'm just sitting there waiting for a table. So I go to the bathroom. Literally, I go to the bathroom like for like 2 minutes. I come back, I get seated. I'm like, okay, I go up to greet them. I'm like, hey, can I get, you know, welcome to Hooters. My name is Kia. I'll be your server tonight. How can I help you? You know, what can I get for you to drink? What y'all drinking tonight? And they're like, oh, the other girl helped us. She already got our drink orders and stuff. So I was like, oh, okay. So I go find the bitch that took my table, and I was like, Is that table mine? Because they're sitting in my section. She was like, oh no, I took it because I couldn't find you. You know I'm new, you know, I like, you know, it's my first night by myself. You could have just sat them down and be like, okay, well, I'll get you your beverages and then your server will be with you shortly. That's what you could have did. That's what you could have did, but she didn't do that. She was like, oh, I took the table because I couldn't find you. And I was like, okay. So the night goes on and I'm still waiting. I'm like, okay. You know, the night goes on and I have my own pen, so, you know, I'm like, I get seated with more people or whatever, so I'm taking orders, I'm good, you know. And some of the girls, like, you know, because they already have their cliques formed up or whatever, which I don't give a fuck about because I'm here to make money. I'm not here to befriend you bitches. And I had went and go call Danielle and I had told her about the bullshit. I was like, these bitches petty. I'm about to, like, I don't like the energy. And she, you know, she's like, she's always been that safe space for me. She's always like, well, you know, just calm down, don't worry about it, don't stress it, you know, make your money, you're not there to make friends, and, you know, fuck them bitches. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So the night goes on and then, you know, I make my money or whatever. I only made like $22 that whole night because bitches kept taking my tables. Like, some tables I would get, and some tables, like, they would go sit them in their section. They wouldn't sit them in my section. But if you've ever worked at Hooters, you know that, like, there's, well, I don't know, this location, I'm not sure if it's at every location, but this location I was working at, they do, like, rotations, like seat rotations, section rotations. So if there's like 10 people, you know, it goes in order of who gets seated what, depending on, you know, if the customers want like a booth or a high top or a low top or whatever. So I'm like, all right, whatever, my time will come. So, like, bitches, I went to go look at the fucking list and bitches kept skipping me, bro. I was like, these bitches are mad fucking petty, bro, like, honestly. So the night was over and then I didn't work that Sunday. I went back that Monday. And I think I went back that Tuesday or whatever. And, you know, day shift, I was like, I can't work night shift because all those bitches are petty and I'm the type of person, like, I don't like disrespect, so I will end up fighting one of these bitches. Like, it's fucking Hooters, I don't care. Like, I will fight one of these hoes. You feel me? The fuck? So I kept doing morning shifts for, I think, that next week. So I think I've worked there, I don't remember when I started. It was like the end of April. And all I know is that Cinco de Mayo was my last day. So May 5th, whatever day that falls on, that was my last day because I was like, fuck it. Because I was working day shifts and she kept trying to schedule me for night shifts and I kept requesting off for night shifts, but she would deny it. So I would still have to go in for night shifts. I'm like, I'm not doing night shifts. I can't do that in this area. No, like, I don't feel safe. I don't feel comfortable. You can make good money at Hooters and there's also opportunities. I've been told there's opportunities. I haven't seen any opportunities, so I mean, it's whatever. But I do know a lot of bitches there, they had sugar daddies, and I was like, I'm not about that life. I'm not about that sugar daddy life. Like this one girl did. She was one of my trainers. She told me, she was like, that guy sitting there is my sugar daddy. Meanwhile, her mom and her dad were sitting in the table. Like, this is the sugar daddy's table, this is his table right here, and this is the mom and dad's table. They're literally right here. I was like, how do you do that? Like, what the fuck? Like, you feel me? But anyway, she was like, yeah, he bought me my Gucci shoes, he gives me money, and blah, blah, blah. And I didn't even care to ask her what the fuck she did for that. I don't care. That's not my business. Make your money the way you make your money. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, like, it just wasn't a good atmosphere. Like, it wasn't a good environment. Like, every time I went there, I felt so hostile. I felt like, I don't know, like, the energy in there. Like I said, I can feel energies. I feel, like, you know, I feel vibes and shit. And every time I step foot in there, like, no, it was not it. So I had to go. Yeah, this is just a short story time video about my experience working at Hooters and how fucked up it was because those bitches were petty and I wanted to fight, but I didn't because I wanted to make my money. So, yeah. So, see you guys next time.